Hello everyone, this is Vira Azra. I'm a student of Faculty of Law in Semarang State University in Central Java. And now I want to talk about my hometown, which is Surakarta. Surakarta, or better known as Solo or Sala, is the administrative city of Central Java and Central Java province, and officially the city of Surakarta becomes an autonomous city status area. Surakarta is located in the lowlands with an area of 44.1 km square or 0.40% of Central Java. Surakarta is about 65 km northeast of Jakarta and 100 kilometers southeast of Semarang, and is surrounded by Mount Merbabu and Merapi in the west and Mount Labu in the east, and in the south lies the Seven Mountains. The land area of Solo is fertile because it is surrounded by Bengawan Solo River, which is the longest river in Java, and passed by Anya River, Pepe River, and Jans River. Okay, so the city of Surakarta has several nicknames such as like Batik City, Cultural City, Liwat City, and is famous as a city whose women has characteristics of gentle, polite, and has a good attitude. And of course, Solo has a motto for their maintenance of the beauty of the city, which Bursary. Bursary is an acronym of clean, healthy, neat, and beautiful. But for tourism marketing, Solo has another like a different slogan, which the spirit of Java, as an imaging effort for the city of Solo as the center of Javanese culture. The city of Surakarta is led by the mayor and deputy mayor. So now the current mayor is Gibran Raka Buming Raka, and he's the deputy. So now let's talking about the history of Surakarta. The city of Surakarta, which is located on the banks of the Bengawan Solo River named Sala village, was once the center of government of the Islamic Mataram Kingdom. The search for the central government of the Mataram Kingdom is an order from Sunan Pakubuwono II by ordering the Tumenggung Hongawangsa because of the Sunan Kuning Rebellion or Geger Pacinan. So, Geger Pacinan is one ethnic Chinese rebellion due to friendly relations carried out by the Kartasura Palace with the VOC. Because of that, it caused the construction of the palace has been destroyed and polluted. Nevertheless, after the transfer of the government center to Sala and renamed the Surakarta Palace, there was a civil war between Pakubuwono II, Prince Mangkubumi, and Prince Sumbernawa. The civil war was ended by a Chianti agreement agreed by VOC, Pakubuwono III, and Mangkubumi. From that agreement, there is a division of power of Mataram Kingdom into two, namely, first one is Kasultanan Surakarta Hadiningrat, controlled by Pakubuwono III, and the second one is Kasultanan Yogyakarta Hadiningrat, controlled by Mangkubumi, who is later appointed as Sultan Hamengkubuwono I. So officially, the palace began to be occupied on February 17, 1745. But in 1946, the studies of Suharto Surakarta and Duke Mangkunegaran became ordinary people in the community, and the palace was transformed into a center of Javanese arts and culture developments. Then Solo was determined to be the place of residence and resident who offers Surakarta Karisidenan. But however, in 1950, Surakarta's Karisidenan was abolished and became a city under the administration of Central Java. Okay, so the history of the name of city of Solo is because this area was once overgrown with sala tree plants, like a type of pine tree, as written in the fiber of Babat Sangkala stored in Sana Budaya Yogyakarta. So now let's talk about existing traditions in Surakarta. So in Surakarta, on the date of certain dates, the Surakarta Palace held various kinds of celebration that were carried out based on the Javanese calendar. The celebration has been around for a long time and has become its own tradition for Solo communities. A celebration or traditions that is usually held once a year is first there is Heron Chip One Suro, and then Sekaten. There are also Grebek Sudiro, Stay Dalam Jumenengan, Grebek Poso. Also, there is like a Solo Party Carnival. Not only that, in Solo, there are also wedding held who's using Solo customs. The order of events like sizing in the tradition of Solo wedding is different from another ethnics or city or another province in Surakarta. It's a difference of ranging from proposals, wedding preparations, flashing, midodarni until the party, wedding, or the wedding celebrations. So in Solo, of course, there's like a dance Solo traditions. There are Bedoyo Ketawang, Bedoyo Dordasi, Bedoyo Sukoharjo, and then Srimpi Gandogusoma and Srimpi Sangupati. And now let's talk about the tourist attractions in Surakarta. So, the most famous place that maybe people who can visit Solo is they go to a Batik Museum. The most famous is, I can say, that the House of Janar Hadi. And then not only Batik Museum, but there are Raja Pustaka Museum, Surakarta Palace Museum, Mangkunegaran Palace Museum, Press Museum, and Sejak Mekah Hall. Okay, now let's talk about the culinary in Surakarta. So, culinary tourism in centers in Solo are in Geladak with the name Kalapu, or enroll traditional markets in Solo. So maybe when you come to Solo and then you want to find like a culinary in Solo, you can go to any traditional market in Solo. Okay, let me tell you about the famous traditional culinary snacks or meal in Solo. There are liwet rice, timlo rice, gudeg rice. It's sweeter than Yogyakarta gudeg, and then cloud gudeg rice, pecel desa, cabut ramba, Solo steak, Solo serabi, orange bakery, Solo meatballs, tengkleng, and then kere satay. And then there are also typical Solo drinks. There are wedang asli, wedang dawet gempol pleret, and kencur rice herbs. So I think that's it for my explanation about my hometown, which is Solo. I'm so sorry if I'm in the middle when I'm explaining to you about my hometown. There are mistakes, and then I'm so sorry for that. But thank you for your attention, and thank you so much.